Are we on?
We on?
Hey!
What we on then? What we on?
Yo.
Look at the star.
You are now looking at 2/3 of the Nite crew.
Nite crew's in the building, man.
Marcus Nite.
Yeah, all day, a.k.a. Sewer Park Mark. After dark, you already know. We finna kick an episode.
RC the Trackaholic. You know what I'm saying? So we just, you know what? We just wanted to get candid with y'all. Just kind of relax with you for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just wanted to talk about, you know, we want you guys to get to know us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We want you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this video right now, just take your little mouse right there, down there at the lower right-hand corner and hit subscribe. When you do that, go over like to the right just a little bit more and hit the little bell down there and hit notifications. Then you'll know every time that we on.
Yeah. And you will.
Yeah.
Check us out,
man. You know what? We trying to do big things. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we're trying to work our way out of our 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people, you know, like they might do it a different way. You know, they might quit first or whatever. But you know, we just doing our thing because this is what we love to do.
We love it.
And we just wanted to get a little intimate with our fans. You know what I'm saying? And talk to you. Let us know. Let you guys know who we are. You know what I'm saying? You know, let you guys know what we're about. You know what I'm saying? So, but I here's what I'm gonna do. Like, it might be kind of a interview kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna ask you some questions. You ask me some questions.
Word out.
Okay, so we gonna get started. So here we go.
Right on, man.
Marcus Nite,
All day.
comedian
Day.
/
Father, husband.
husband.
I'm a husband.
Where you from, Marcus?
Originally, I am from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
All the park projects is in the building, man.
All the streets are red.
AP, man. Y'all know if y'all down in Chattanooga, man, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know about the town and stuff.
What street you was on?
I'm from 3524 Huffaker Street. You know what I'm saying? Huffaker Street.
Okay.
My folks down in Chattown, they know what it is, man. Y'all know about Huffaker Street. Y'all know about the whole, that part of town, man.
Now, I tell you what's crazy. You know, Marcus, my family, I got some family in Chattanooga.
In Chattown?
Yeah, in Chattanooga. Yeah, I got, my family's from there. Well, some of my family. But I think they, actually, I have to ask my dad. I don't know if they came from Alabama and went to Chattanooga.
Okay.
Or if that's where, that's what I don't know.
Okay.
But I've been there. I've been to Chattanooga. I done kicked it in Chattanooga on the brown streets.
Right.
Shout out to my family in Chattanooga and Alabama.
Yeah.
But that's where you from, and so you and your family, you guys came up here early. You know what I'm saying? Around the 80s, right?
Yeah,
late 80s.
Early 80s.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna ask you.
And here is the 206 Seattle, Washington, man. That's where we at now.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. That's right. So here I'm not gonna ask you like how many miles you walk to school and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna skip past that, and we're gonna start talking about like how it was for you when you finally kind of got settled into this city all the way on the other corner of the United States, and you. Let's talk about one of the first things that you got into when you was into something in Seattle.
First thing that
do I need to tell you, or are you about to?
Well, let me just say it like this.
All right.
Let me say it like this. First of all, we moved to Seattle, Washington, 1983. I was 12 years old.
83.
83.
Okay.
I was 12 years old, man, and I was a stranger in a strange land. I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, bro, we came to Seattle, we was one of them families that from the South, we was looking for change, man. We were looking for change. We got here. The truth is, we were busted. We were broke. We were broke. We on everything. We took a Greyhound from Seattle, Washington in '83. Took us 3 days to get to Seattle on the Greyhound.
Me and my came mom here on the bus.
On the bus.
Wow.
Had everything that we, that we could manage to bring with us, which
Right.
basically, you know, whatever clothes that were, you know, we had to just, you know, take what we can grab.
Right.
And we came here in '83, man, with nothing. And I mean nothing. We had nothing. We had some family.
No family. Oh, you did have family.
We had
here.
family up here.
Okay.
We had family. My cousin. Rest in peace to my cousin Amelia West. Her and her two kids. She has a daughter, Tracy West.
Okay.
And rest in peace to my cousin Dwayne West, her son. But at the time, it was just those three up here. You know, that was our family. They were the only members of our family in Seattle. So they opened.
But they were the
for
reason why you came.
They were the
here.
reason why we came to Seattle.
Okay. All right.
And we came here with nothing, man. And we turned nothing into something. But it took a long time for that to happen, man. It was a major adjustment, man. You know, like I tell people, it was a major change. You know, we from the South, then we come to Seattle, so it was a culture shock for us.
I'm sure it was because first of all, like it's mostly like you probably saw way more white people.
Oh, that no. Well, you know what? It's not the white people because Tennessee. You got to understand, man. We from the South,
right?
And during a period of time, you know, the South was made up of nothing but black and white.
Right. Got you.
So
yeah, only
black and white.
So like, there
my
wasn't
hometown
no
was
other
nothing,
race down there.
There was no cultures.
That's crazy.
From the 70s,
yeah,
all the way, you know, up until the 80s or whatever, you know, there was nothing but black and white.
Right.
It was black and white. So I knew nothing about a lot of cultures that existed in Seattle, man. You know?
So you saw a different culture, Asian.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? Well, shoot. Like, I mean, like, cause we grew up with
the Islanders.
Samoans. Samoans.
I knew nothing about Islanders.
Like, you literally had never seen.
Never in my life. When I saw the first time when I saw these people, I was like,
what are you? Like, did you?
Damn, not one of y'all big. All y'all big.
They're all big.
They all big.
Bigger than black people.
Bigger than black people.
Did you like?
Their babies was big. Anyway,
I gotta ask you, like, cause I mean, you know, cause I grew up here in Seattle, so
right.
like, you know, then it was like, I mean, from first grade, it was like all these different ethnicities. So you know, they made us know, you know what I'm saying, who was who and who was from where and all that kind of stuff. But
right.
you came here,
right.
For example, like with Samoans. What was your first interaction with an
Islander?
Samoan? Yeah, with an Islander.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, okay?
Please don't tell me it was a fight.
Yes.
It was a fight.
Yes. My first experience with Islanders, and I'm gonna tell y'all straight up.
That's hilarious.
I lived in the village, Lakeshore Village, South Side.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm from the village, man. One of the original village people. I lived there during the time. At the same time, I lived there. Anthony Ray, a.k.a. Sir Mix-a-Lot, was living there at the same time. First time I ever met an Islander, it was crazy because I didn't understand these. They was wearing these things like, look, to me it looked like a dress or a skirt or something. Skirt.
I forget what they're called. Dang.
It looked like something. And no disrespect to y'all, okay? I didn't know what they were.
But you didn't know.
I didn't know what they were.
I was here and I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know what they was called.
Right. So
and we just knew not to say nothing about it.
Coog, remember Coog? Mm-hmm. What up? Shout out to Coog. Shout out to Von Rico. He was there. Shout out to Quincy.
Von Rico.
All the village stars was there that night, man. But we remember 7-Eleven, right?
Yeah, Quincy. Wow.
Quincy.
Yeah.
We were all at the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven over by where Maya's used to be.
Right by yeah, exactly. Right off of Rainier.
Uh-huh.
But we up there, and we playing a video game. Remember when 7-Eleven used to have the video games?
Every store had all the video games.
Tabletop. We talking in the 80s, folks,
yeah.
right? So we played a video game, and these Islanders came in there.
Mm-hmm.
We stupid kids.
Man, you guys did not mess with these.
We didn't mess with them, but we started laughing. Because we couldn't understand, like, you got his skirt on. So we laughing and laughing and laughing. And it was this older dude. It was an old guy. Islander, and his grandson came in.
Mm-hmm.
And we laughing and laughing. And his grandson knew what was up. He knew we were laughing at him. So anyway, to make a long story short, we leave, go outside, you know, on our way from the 7-Eleven. We get outside, and his grandson, we notice his grandson's following us.
Mm-hmm.
And we walking, and his grandson following right behind us.
Like a little boy?
This dude was no damn little boy. He was younger than us, but he wasn't no damn little boy. This dude was big.
Right.
And so, when he walks up to us, we stop, turn around, look at him like, man, what's up with you, man? Dude comes up to us crying. He's crying.
Mm-hmm.
Tears is coming out of his eyes.
Right.
So we looking at each other like, man, what the hell is going on? Why is this dude crying? This dude walked up and said, you talk about my grandfather. You talk about my grandfather. And he was hot. I said, and I'm the only one out of all of us. It's one Islander, about 6 of us. I'm the only one. I said, man, ain't nobody talking about your granddad, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, you talk about my grandfather. Oh. And punch me in the fucking face.
He hit you in the face.
Look, man. There is 6 of us. 1 of him.
Right.
Soon as this dude punched me, every last dude I was with ran.
Coog ran.
Bonrico ran. Quincy ran. And whoever else was there ran.
Put the names up.
You fools ran.
Okay. And did he knock you out, or did he just?
Hell no, he knocked me out.
But so you had to run at least like after that.
No, I didn't run.
You fought him?
No, I didn't fight him.
What?
I was stuck. I'm like, this nigga just hit me, man. What the fuck? So I stepped back because I'm like this. I felt your power. You just hit me.
Right.
So now I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna fight you. But if you come at me, keep swinging, bro, we finna throw down. I don't give a fuck how big you are.
Yeah, it was you and him. But
it was just me and him.
Yeah.
So his family pulls up in a van.
Yeah.
Open that van.
All of them came
about
out.
50 11 Samoans.
50 11?
Whatever they were, they jumped out of that motherfucker. That's when I ran. I got my ass the fuck up out of there. I'm like,
Hell no.
I got out of there. So that was my introduction to the Islanders and stuff like that.
Right. But you said, we were talking about just, the culture shock that you experienced when you came here. So that's what I was.
I knew nothing about, man. It's crazy, man. Because like I said, it was a culture shock, man. I knew nothing about a lot of Asian groups periodically. Mm-hmm. I knew nothing about Cambodians.
Right. Well, they had just got here like a little bit before you guys got here, because of
Malaysians,
the wars and refugees and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I mean, from what I understood, and we were all little. I mean, we were all young. You know what I'm saying? That was when, like, the diversity in this city around right when we started elementary school. Like we got bussed out like from where we lived at. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. So now, so we got that part. We got your early years when you got punched by the Samoans. And
right.
So so we talking. Let's talk the formative years. Let's talk high school.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Because
fast forward to that, huh?
Would you want to talk middle school?
Go
ahead.
Well, middle school was middle school. I went to different types of schools, actually. And this was all actually before I moved in the village. When I first moved here, we went to a school called Eckstein. We went to Eckstein.
Out north.
And that was our first middle school I went to. Second middle school I went to was a private school called Zion.
Zion
United House of Prayer. They had
in the Central District.
In the CD.
Yeah. Zion Prep.
Because when I first moved to Seattle, when we first moved here, we lived in the CD. I lived off of Jackson Street in the Flintstone Apartments.
Did you?
Moved from the Flintstone Apartments
to the
we
village.
Lived off of Union. I used to live on Union. A lot of people don't know that.
Are you a CD nigga?
I started out as a CD nigga.
Hold on.
Originally.
All right.
And from the CD, we moved to West Seattle. We went to West Seattle, and we stayed there just a few months.
West Seattle, like High Point, or West Seattle, like West Seattle?
We lived with some white folks, and they had money, so they had a nice house. I don't know where the fuck we was at, but I knew they had a nice house.
Right.
So we lived with them. Some friends of my mom, she met at the job and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we left from there and moved to the village. So between 83 and 84.
Mm-hmm.
We was from 83 to 84. It was from the city to the south end.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that was your middle school.
That was my
years.
middle school years, and in the village was my first year. I went to high school at West Seattle when I was 15.
Because you got and that's I think you guys were there with me, but you guys had to be. You guys are older than me,
right?
So like, were you in like Kid Sensation in them class?
I'm Kid Sensation. I'm Kid Sensation.
Because he was he was like a senior when I first got there in 1988.
Right. Kid Sensation was in the class of 89
Mix-a-Lot
with us.
was coming up there and like picking them up and dropping them off.
Right.
That was like
I
a
can
big
tell you
deal
some
to
stories
us.
about that too, man. Kid Sensation. Hey, shout out to Kid Sensation, but you know that I know what went down. Them early years with when he got in the mix with Mix-a-Lot. I remember when he first got in the mix with Mix-a-Lot, all that stuff, and so that was interesting years. That was some good years, Kid Sensation, aka Steve Spence, aka I don't know what his name is.
Cola.
Mm-hmm. Right on. He changed his name, so I don't know about Coca, but he Cola. Anyway,
so now we're talking high school.
We're talking high school.
But then you left West Seattle and then you went to Nathan Hill.
I went to West Seattle my 9th grade year. I left West Seattle because West Seattle High School.
You weren't there with me then.
No,
you weren't there with me.
No, I left West Seattle in my 9th grade year because West Seattle High School in that year in '85 was lame as hell. I don't give a damn what y'all say. That school was tired.
Man, how come kids always like
that school was tired?
Like, so you just wanted to be where it was live.
I was one of them people. I had to be,
and that's what we used to say too. It's live. This is where it's live at.
Yeah, I had.
So you literally. You literally judged where you went to school at off of where it was live at.
Yeah, I mean, I knew who I was.
West Seattle was pretty lame. Though.
West Seattle was lame as hell. Y'all know it. I don't give a damn about it. Y'all know
but that was later.
I left West Seattle in the year '86. That school year of '86, that fall of '86, I transferred and went to Nathan Hill. Cracking.
Nathan Hill, yeah. Nathan
Hill was
actually we used to ride over there,
right,
and come see y'all,
right,
because our school was lame,
right. Nathan Hill had it going on. Shout out to all the homies, the old school from Nathan Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Now look, this is what I'm trying to get into. Okay. Now, what did you get into? You got with a crew when you was over there.
Nathan Hill, it was. You know what? I had the crew was pretty much formed from the village. A few cats from the village.
Word.
Went to Nathan Hill.
The rap crew?
No, not that rap.
Oh, a different
just
crew.
Friends, just buddies and stuff.
Oh, okay. Your crew.
Yeah, the crew. The street.
Oh, your crew.
Right.
You're crazy,
crew. Townsend, Glenn brothers, Marcel, Tito, Glenn, all them, always went to Nathan Hill. So, yeah. So, but yeah, man, at Nathan Hill, 86.
Okay.
86, and that's when I was introduced to. Later on, though, I say towards my junior year in high school, which is 87. That's when I got turned on to 87, 88, something like that. I got turned on to the music, the rap.
Music,
game.
Yeah.
The rap game. Hooked up with my dude, the one DJ Easeman, the one. But and he was DJ. His name was just Ease back then. Mm-hmm. It was just Ease, and by that time I left the village somewhere between in the 86, 87. I left the village and moved to Skyway.
Skyway banger.
Skyway banger.
Banger. Bricks.
Banger. Badass. Niggas going off roughly. Banger. BANGOR.
Dude, I remember when I first came on that block, even though it was a regular block, I'd heard more about that street in music than I had ever known about even traveling on that street.
Right.
Banger right up there. But what was it, Bob's Market up there?
Bob's Market was up there the whole man.
That's
where I got turned on to the music. There was a cat across the street from me. Pioneer from the town, Kid Mix, Zanyak Love.
Yes, sir.
Zanyak Love, what I do, Mike? And my dude, Ace was up there. DLD, y'all know him. All of us lived on Banger.
Right there, yeah.
And they were already the group as far as LSR was forming together during that time. They weren't completely together, but they were forming together. You know, one of the main artists in that group, rest in peace, man, was Hard Rock, Michael Franklin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
HR.
HR.
Yeah.
And he was one of the original members in LSR during that time. But
he was with D-Dub, right?
He was with D-Dub, yeah.
Yeah, down with the crew.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So and he left the group, and the ones that still maintaining the group was Kid Mix and Ease. And
did you say Ease lived on Banger too?
Ease, you know what? When I met Ease, he lived in a CD.
He was in the CD.
Yeah, he
was off Yesler still.
Yeah, he lived
okay. So all the rest of you guys is on Banger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and so that group was made up of Kid Mix, Ease, DL, Ace, myself, and other cats just came along as the time went by.
Right.
But it started out, after HR had left, branched off, did his thing. We maintained the group.
So look, this is where I'm gonna cut you off, and I'm gonna tell them if you want to hear anything about this group and the music that they made, you go to what's it called? It's Beat Machine. Beat Machine on YouTube. BEATMASHEEN, and these guys' music is on there. And let me tell you, because I had a tape.
Right.
And I bumped that in my Datsun 510. Like, and they be like, "Who's that?" I be like, "Yeah, it's my homies." They didn't even know who I was.
Right.
But I had that tape though. But they put all that music on YouTube, man. And that is a piece of Seattle hip hop history.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think you guys were like, I think you guys were like the best group out here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys went from, going on tour with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Mix-a-Lot. You know what I'm saying? Opening up for this cat, that cat. We did some shows.
You guys had a close brush with Sick With It.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But somehow, DMS came out with that whole thing. But
it was a great ride, man. I'm gonna tell you one thing about it, man. That was like, to me, that had to be like the best time of my life.
Yeah.
It was like, it was a roller coaster, that we had our ups and downs. But for a kid out of the Chattanooga, Tennessee, a place where really like there's not a lot going on.
The streets are brown.
The streets are brown.
That just tripped me out.
We only had a few sidewalks, right? Just a few.
That's also where I saw the real projects.
Right, that's the real project.
This is nothing like the Rainier Vista is a mansion.
A mansion, man. High Point, all that, Rainier Beach, the Village. I see when I got up here and seen these projects.
And they said this is the projects. Like you were like, no, they're not
good.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know until I went down there, bro.
Right. So,
but back to okay, so we got through LSR. You know what I'm saying? That was a major part of your life.
Most
definitely,
man.
Yeah,
great experience, man, with the music game and just entertainment. Period, man. Something that I never. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know what we was gonna do, what we were gonna end up. We had potential to keep it going, but due to this and that shit, man, it came to an end.
Right.
But it was fun, man. I don't regret anything about it. All them cats in that, it was part of the clique, man. I got much love and respect for them to this day.
Yeah, real talk.
Ease, Kid Mix, Fresh One, Swing, all these cats, DJ Lovesick Larry.
All day.
We all out here, man. So, and I love all them guys, man. We grew up together.
Now I said this before, when E started posting that music, and I remember Kid Mix kind of flipped out, but I commented on one of the songs, and I said there was some song, I think it was a Yesler.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been a Yesler shot. It was one of them songs where somehow I made it into Ease's bedroom where he was making a song.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker, like I watched him construct it. I didn't know. I mean, like I played snare drum at school,
right?
But somehow we wound up in there, and he was making the music because you guys were coming over to record, or somebody was, and the way that he was doing it, I was just like, I mean, I was tripping, and he sampled off of a record, put it on one key on the Emax.
Yeah.
And press record on the 4-track. Took his deodorant and put it on the key on the Emax and let that joint run for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to go back and add other shit to the beat. And I was like, that was the most amazing shit I had seen in my life.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
And that's what made me want to make beats. If anybody ever even cared about where I got that idea of being a producer, it was right there in that bedroom. And I tell people that, when they ask, you know what I'm saying?
I tell you like this, man, and this is real talk. Ease was a very phenomenal producer. Mm-hmm. Point blank. And I don't say that to offend anybody. You know, we had people like Funk Daddy.
Yeah.
You know, Greg B back in the day.
Skill was out there.
All them guys. There was some great producers around Seattle.
Todd Brown was out there.
Todd Brown. Yeah. But I can honestly say, and I don't even think they would contest it. You know, that Ease, the way Ray did his shit, man, he was envied by all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just say that, he was better, but he was envied by all of them.
Badass.
He was before his time, and the thing about that's the only thing that I hate that we didn't take it to that next level.
Right.
Ease was he was just incredible, the tracks he came up with, man.
Yeah.
I used to be dumbfounded just by listening to that shit. Like, can I be on that song?
Man, like I said, I was at that studio in his bedroom, and I saw that keyboard, and I was like, I need one of those keyboards. Mm-hmm. I found that keyboard at the music store, and I asked for that keyboard for my graduation present. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I told my dad, I said, that's what I want for graduation, and he bought it for me. And then I just proceeded to try to do what Ease did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like on that Emax, that Emax was a monster.
It was amazing, man. The equipment that we had, man, was like, man, I don't even know.
Drum machine,
I know how we got that shit.
Turntables.
Yeah,
I remember. I know the story about how y'all got it.
Yeah, it was. But the thing about it, Ease knew exactly what he wanted, and how to make this work and how that worked. I mean, he self-educated himself to all this shit. Yeah. No instruction manuals. And man, this dude, man, he was a gifted dude. He still is to this day. But during that time, at the age that we were, to watch him do this shit, it was just amazement.
Right.
Just to be an amazement.
Right. And you guys covered a lot of ground, man. You guys did some phenomenal things in hip hop that nobody should ever overlook or forget.
Right on, most definitely.
Now look, I'm gonna take control of this conversation a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now we
I like being in a beat. Anyway, go ahead.
So we're gonna skate past the LSR era.
Right.
Of Marcus Knight's life, and then we're gonna get to comedy. You know what I'm saying?
19,
now, were you 19?
Back then they called me 19.
Oh yeah, your name was 19. You don't like that.
I hate that shit. I hate it.
But look, I mean, because it's like all of us around that time, life happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went through this, we went through that.
Yeah.
But I want to get to the comedy part of your life.
Let's get it.
All right.
Fast forward, 10 years later.
I've told this story to people. Some people, sometimes in front of you, sometimes not in front of you.
Right.
About your first day on the stage.
Yeah, that was it.
And what led up to it. But if we could get a fairly short version,
right,
then we'll just keep it moving from there.
Okay.
I'll let you tell it. I'm gonna let you.
Let's see.
I was there, but I'm gonna let you talk.
Right. I jumped into comedy, man. It was actually it was somewhat of a dare, man. It was a dare that got me into comedy. Mm-hmm. It was a week that I went down to I never been to a comedy show, a comedy club, none of that shit. Buddy of mine, Littleton Miller.
Cause we was going down there just to kick it and drink.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and my friend, you know, they knew I was a fool. Everybody knew I was a fool. So I go to the comedy club, sits there with my buddy. The comedian comes on. I remember who the comedian was to this day. He's a cool friend of mine now. But back then, I remember when he was struggling, and I heckled the shit out of this comedian. I heckled the fuck out of him. I was one of them dudes in the audience like, nigga, you ain't funny. Your shit suck.
A total.
Take that goddamn loud ass sweater off. You hurt my eyes. So I heckled the shit out of him. And he was like, man, come on, man. I'm just trying to get this. I don't give a fuck what you trying to do. You need to be trying to get your ass off that stage. Anyway, I heckled the shit out of him. Right? And so he was just one of the amateurs down there.
Right.
The host of that bitch got on the stage.
Right.
And set a fucking match under my ass and lit it. In other words, the host, he knew how to handle hecklers.
Right.
That motherfucker killed me, man.
Right.
I didn't know no response. I didn't know how to come. I'm like, well, fuck you.
But he didn't give you the mic, did he?
Fuck no.
Okay, no, that might have been Swing.
That was Swing. He did that. He killed my ass, and he was like, man, I'm like,
he gave that nigga the mic. They had to give that.
You know when you ain't got nothing else to say. The last thing,
believe me.
Your mama.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, my mom. Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He killed me. So after that show ended, a guy named Anthony Tibbs came up because he knew.
Because that was his show.
Yeah, he knew my brother. He knew me and he knew my brother, but I didn't know them.
Oh,
I didn't know Tibbs. Tibbs was like, yeah, what's up,
because they're a little older.
Right, he's like, yeah, man, I know you're Ernest's brother, man. What's up, man? You want to come down here and get on the mic, man? Get on the mic and do what? You want to tell some jokes? You think you're funny, man? I'm like, hell yeah, I can tell some jokes. I'll come down here, fuck it. You know, what the fuck? So what? Joke, nigga, knock, knock. I didn't know no fucking jokes. Never did comedy in my fucking life. I didn't know nothing. I could make the homies laugh.
Right.
I could make mama laugh at home.
Right.
But doing it in front of a crowd, I had no clue. So, fast forward. Next week came. I went back down to the club. But before I went, I got all my buddies. We all rounded up. RC was there. We all rounded up. And I really wasn't nervous or nothing. I didn't know what I was going to do or what to expect. So my buddies was all like, RC got like, hey, Mark, all right, you finna go do this, right? Drink this. Okay. Here come another bottle. Drink this too. And drink that. And here, Mark, drink that. Drink all this shit. These fools had bottles left and right. Let my first experience, I'm drinking everything they put in my face. We get to the club, I'm fucked up. I'm done. I'm like, So I get to the club. Anthony Tibbs see me. He was like, oh my God, this nigga is fucked. Y'all brought this nigga down here to do this? Oh my God. Well, fuck it then. Mm-hmm. That nigga gonna ask me. He's like, Mark, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. He's like, what you want to drink? I said, give me another drink.
Give me another drink.
I want a beautiful.
Beautiful.
If anybody know what a beautiful is, that's Hennessy and Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
Man, I drunk that shit, throwed it back. When they announced me to go on stage, bro, it was nothing. It was no problem. I didn't even get the chance to finish saying my name before I ran on stage. It was like, give me a mic! Give me a mic! My name Micah! My name Micah! I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee! Bitch! I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee! Hey, look! Then what we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about how y'all doing? Fuck y'all! How y'all doing?
We was in the back like, oh no!
Geeked. Listen, y'all, I knew nothing about comedy. I could act a fool real good. But I knew nothing about comedy.
I mean, it's funny now, but it wasn't that funny.
It wasn't that funny then because
we were like, oh no. We were like, this is going to be the end of his career. He's never gonna work again.
Right. Bro,
He was out in the parking lot drinking.
I got on that damn stage and acted a fucking fool. And the thing is, I was doing. The crowd wasn't so. They was like, okay, this nigga's a fool. Right. We like this.
Right.
Until I said the wrong thing.
Man, he said, "Let me tell you something about these bitches.
These bitches in these houses.
And that,
Fuck
man,
these bitches in the house." And
was,
some bitch was like,
it was
like,
some bitch.
It was all of them.
All the bitches.
Like, bitch, who you booing? Nah, bitch. The doctor booed you the day you were born, bitch. He said boo and gave you to your mama, bitch.
Boo.
Fuck you. Next thing I know, they done turned the mic off.
The mic off.
So
and you kept yelling.
I'm like, oh, turn it. Oh, wait a minute. Chattanooga, bitch.
That was funny.
The bouncer, remember security, Mike?
Yes.
That motherfucker came to that stage like, Marcus, get your ass off the stage. Get your ass off the stage, man. I told Mike, I said, nigga, you get on the stage. When I seen how big that nigga was, I jumped off the stage.
Jumped off the front.
I said, fuck that shit, I'm out of here.
Fuck you, bitch.
So that was my first time ever doing comedy, man. My first time ever doing comedy was sloppy, pissy, drunk, crazy.
But you know
outrageous.
what though? But you did it though. Out of
I did it.
I mean, you and Swing, you guys did it out of all of
And
it.
the following weekend or 2 weeks later, Swing got up there and did it, something like that. So.
But then you did it after that though.
Well, yeah, I attempted after that.
No, you did it.
I did.
You
I
were
did
doing it.
Yeah, I was doing it. I was going.
Yeah.
You know, Anthony. That was the first very night. And the crazy thing about that night in particular, I didn't, like I said, I had no ambition or desire to keep doing it or whatever the fuck. It was just like, what the fuck ever. I did it. I'm drunk. Let's go home and get high.
Right.
But before I even left the club, as soon as I came off the stage, a well-known comedian came up to me, a guy named Scruncho.
Yeah.
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 Scruncho approached me, and he was like, he walked up to me. He was like, hey, man, how long you been doing this shit? And I didn't know Scruncho during that time, so I looked at him like, nigga, who the fuck is you? Nigga, I do comedy and shit, man. I just want to let you know, man. And I'm like, dog, I ain't never did this shit before. He's like, what? You ain't never did it. I'm like, I ain't never did this shit before.
Right.
He was like, well, man, I'm going to tell you like this, man. You got that shit, man. He said, you got that shit, man. He said,
told you that.
He told me.
Mm-hmm.
Scruncho let me know. He's like, nigga, you got that, man. For a nigga, you ain't never did this shit? He said, yeah, you got that. You need to keep doing it. He said, fuck with me, man. He said, keep doing that shit. Keep going on stage, man. I'm going to come back, check on you, see how you doing and shit like that. We're going to try and do some things. And I'm like, oh, okay, nigga, whoever you is, nigga. Whatever.
That's funny.
But I got on stage. I kept doing it for a while, you know. It was like, I don't know, man. To me, it was like a lot I had to learn about the game.
Yeah, but that's how you
had
to start somewhere. Right? That's what you did, right? I mean, look at you now, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know look at your stand up now. I mean, you learned a lot. Since then.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
You know,
most
what was
definitely.
That was like 2000 or 2001 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Man. Yeah. And that's when it was. Due to certain frustrations about the comedy game, not
life.
Really about and life, especially life at the time, man. I did it for a very short period, and then I just said, "Fuck this shit. I gotta go to work and get some money and get a job."
Like everyone else.
Right.
Now when you say that, you know what I'm saying, you start to sacrifice certain your passion, you know what I'm saying, for your family and for the well-being of your kids and
right.
You know what I'm saying, but is it safe to say that at this time in your life that you're making a more of an attempt to balance both?
Most definitely, yeah, man.
And now you're getting out into rooms and you're doing shows. Right.
And it's amazing because during that whole process, man, during the time off, you know, I knew when I stopped doing comedy, I was like, you know what, man, it eats at you because once that bug has bitten you, it's bitten you. Bitten you. You can ignore it all you want, but it's there. So, you know, when I said, you know, I'm gonna just get a job, live a regular life, I'm not really tripping on comedy. But part of me was like, man, you got to get back to that goddamn stage. You got to get back on stage, man. Yeah. And so, like I said, time it went by. And I just made a decision, man, that, you know what? It's now or never, Mark. If you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. It's something that you want to do.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I hate 9 to 5 working for people. So
yeah,
shit, man.
yeah. But
You
I mean,
know?
I feel like this, man. I mean, in your life, like you know, I mean, you have to finance a dream. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? To pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? People always say, "Oh, I ain't never working for nobody." You know what I'm saying? But if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But I never. But you never stop.
Right.
Doing your passion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, yeah. I like I said, when there was a period when there was nothing, but
Yeah.
the desire never left. I'll put it like that. And the desire to do this got me back in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it got me back in because I knew I had the potential to do it. You know, from those previous experiences.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? If I buckle down and take this shit seriously, man, it'll be beneficial, man. I'll see what, you know, everyone sees, or I'll be able to achieve something that I never thought.
And it's only the beginning, Marcus.
It's only the beginning, man. God.
So, because this is what I do know,
Yeah.
that right now you're doing rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and you're tearing them down. And I'm here. I ain't heard. You had to. You didn't even tell me.
Right.
And somebody else had to tell me.
Right.
That you left a place with everything turned over and upside down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're crazy, but you're humble. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you know, you got to stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, once you start feeling yourself, that's when things start going crazy. But one thing I'll say about you, Marcus, you know what I'm saying? I know you're on your way. You know what I'm saying? You're my homeboy.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? You're my brother.
That's what's up.
But here's what I want to know. Like, what is your goal? I'm gonna have to use the word goal because I don't have a better word right now. You know, your aspiration. You know, what inspires you. Like, where are you headed? Like, what's the path where you say, okay, I made it? Like, what's that look like for you?
You know what, man?
Let me help you out. It's gonna have to be less that job, I'm sure.
It's gonna be what?
It's gonna be less the job that you're working, right?
Because job is eliminated.
Yeah, I'm saying like when it's totally reasonable, where it's like, oh shit, I can do this.
Right.
One thing, the first thing that's going is that job, right?
It's out of there. It's out of there.
But where is it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you got yourself a nice podcast here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're playing rooms and you're shutting them down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You did some acting too, didn't you?
I've done skits.
Yeah?
I've done skits.
I thought you didn't do a movie, or you were about to or something?
Well, I have offers. I had offers, man, to do these little, you know, low budget, little short movies for these cats and stuff.
Bro,
like that.
that's acting.
But it didn't pay nothing. They wouldn't pay me. But it ain't even the money that really discouraged me. It's not the money. I still got an offer on the table right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just waiting to see how real it is.
Okay.
Basically.
Acting.
But exactly.
Movie.
Right.
Okay, so you got movies going on?
Right. I got to see how real they want to do it. And I'm willing to do whatever, man. You know, I'm willing to do whatever, man. The offers that was thrown at me and stuff like that was from some cool ass people and stuff. And they was like, you know, they told me something like, yeah, Mark, man, listen, man, you know, we want to do this. And we had this idea, but once we found out you wanted to be in it, bro, you might be the lead motherfucker. So I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see in the future. We'll see what this one role comes up with.
I would suggest that you do that shit.
Right.
You gotta do it.
Right.
You gotta do it,
man. I'm willing. I'm ready and willing, man. You know. One of them, like I said, I couldn't really dedicate myself to one of them at that time.
I get it.
I couldn't. Like the time they wanted this and me to be here and do this, and I just couldn't do it at the time. So we'll see what the future holds.
All right, man.
So,
no, listen. I actually found out some stuff about you I didn't know. But
I
you know
hope
what?
All good.
No, it's definitely all good. Look, so look, here's the deal. You know, here's what we want to do for you guys. You know, you guys as our fans, as our subscribers, as our listeners and our onlookers, is to get to know us so that you know who you deal. Why are you doing that?
Okay, sorry.
That was actually kind of cool. I'm looking at the camera like, what the fuck is that? my goal here today was to get you guys to know Marcus Knight. If you ever see him, like, you know, if you see his name anywhere, you know what I'm saying, pay attention. You know what I'm saying, go to where he's at. You know what I'm saying, support what he's doing because he's next. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's my good friend. You know what I'm saying? Like we sometimes we knock down and drag out. Sometimes we fall out laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's my bro. There's something wrong with him, but he's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So what the Nite Crew wanted to do for you today, or on this particular podcast, is just let you get to know us.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So I think what's gonna happen is next time we're gonna get, you know, we'll get to know me.
We're gonna do our sizzle in the motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the film. I got some good questions too. I got some good ones. Like, how many sandwiches do you eat? And okay, maybe not that one. How many candy bars?
The answer is 4. And you know what? Don't ask that question next time.
All right.
So look. Here's what we need you to, I can't stand it. Oh my God. Look.
I see. I love it. Yes, I do.
We got the podcast. It's called Back and Forth. Marcus Knight and RC the Trackaholic. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
One day I'm gonna make a bomb ass opening song. It's gonna make you go like this. It's gonna make you do that.
I can't wait.
You can't wait?
And I'm gonna do it too.
I know you are.
We gotta have fun, man. Yeah.
Me and my brother been having fun with each other for years.
Yeah, man.
Wait
Y'all
till
don't know.
And
man.
wait till you meet the rest of our niggas, man.
Oh my God.
We're like this. Like we're off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to watch us because somebody need to watch us.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. Once y'all check this out right here, it's over. It's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap. You
Stick with us.
You looking at the future, man. So don't even
stick
worry about it.
with us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, we the kind of dudes that walk into a party and have a rank out with a whole whole random clique that we never even met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shut the party down. Like that's we've been doing this for years. So we gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see you. We're gonna see you on the next.
Back and Forth podcast.
What is in
man.
this cup?
We're gonna see you on the next introduction.
You say it.
On the intro.
Yeah, on the intro. Yeah.
And that's what we do, man. This is gonna be the intro, and that is just it. Doesn't just stop here as far as letting y'all know about each other, but the
Here,
intro.
I'll take.
Right,
this.
that's just juice.
Yeah, I
Anyway, the intro. We're gonna be doing some intro interviews, you know, with some more intimate interviews with other folks
which
too at the
one's
same
mine?
time. I
Is
don't
this
know.
yours?
Man. The one. Hold on. Yeah, that's yours. It's sweating.
Yeah.
So
All right.
we're gonna be doing some more interviews, you know, with other folks too. That's what the intro is about. This is a brother to the Back and Forth. What do they call it? The sister or the brother?
What?
Okay.
What are you
Anyway,
talking about?
I don't know. But yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. A little bit, giving y'all insight about who I am. Like he said, next time we go do.
It's gonna be me. It's
We're gonna
just
talk about
gonna be
RC,
me.
man.
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
RC has a very prolific life, and it's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, real talk.
You know, to watch him. Oh my God! You know, hopefully I'm gonna have some pictures
No, we
of
don't
his
know.
old school. I think I can get some.
You really?
I think I can get some.
You know
I think
what?
I can get some. He was a cute little dude. He was cute. He was cute, dude. His face used to be skinny.
All right.
Anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Anyway.
Look, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Number 1, Nite Crew. Subscribe.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, share.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about it.
Yeah.
Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Take a snapshot. Do something, man. Help us out, man. We trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Make us quit our jobs.
You know what?
And look, and we got good jobs too.
We got some. I mean, for real.
Just
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Look. Make us quit. Make us quit them joints. I think like 2/3 over my salary would get me out of that joint.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And that's what we're shooting for. It's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna tell you like
Support
this,
us.
man. The thing about it, you either get with it now or suffer later. And I'm not saying that to be funny or offensive to folk, but I'm just
Real
telling you
talk.
the real. Because the thing is, when you got it, you got it.
Real talk.
If you don't want it, somebody else gonna come get it.
Real talk.
So it's best that you be a part of it, man. We want you to be a part of it, man. We want to acknowledge each and every person that's that put in to help and make us what benefit and take it to the take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And best believe the talent that we have can take it to the next level.
Real
There's
talk.
no doubt about it.
That's
There's
the
no
truth.
doubt about it. For y'all who know me, you know the Trackaholic, y'all know how we get down, man. So, like the man said, man, y'all continue to tune in, subscribe, get with us, and love these channels, man. Love what we putting out here, man. That's real.
Yeah, because we got you. We're going to make you guys laugh.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make y'all think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all that being said, man, I think we're good.
We good?
Yes, sir.
I see the Trackaholic, man.
All right,
It's your boy
y'all.
Marcus Nite, man. Holla back, man. Nite crew, man.